Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to my 3 takeaways episode from the Jazz Takar interview that I just posted this past Monday. He is the most energetic, enthusiastic, positive person I've ever met. I've met a lot of positive people, and I'm sure there are other people who might be close to him, but in recent memory, his positivity just lit me up during the interview. And then when I went back and did some editing and got some clips from it, it just fired me up even more. And I was like, this guy is freaking awesome. I want to continue to follow him. I'm a part of his texting community. I follow him on Instagram, and he's got positive messages coming your way every single day. So make sure you guys follow him on Instagram to get all that positivity on a daily basis. If you didn't listen to the episode yet, you've got to go back and listen to it. This one is an absolute game changer. Like I said, it lit me up. It will light you up and fire you up to want to get closer and closer to the best version of yourself and define success in your own way, which I'll get to here in my takeaways today. But before I get into the takeaways, if you're not subscribing to my Motivation Trio 111 newsletter, you're missing out, because you've got to start off Monday strong in order to have the week that you want to have and in order to have a successful week. So make sure you go to nickcarrier.com/111-newsletter to get one motivational quote, one inspiring video, and one badass workout in your inbox every single Monday morning. It's sure to set you up for success. Again, nickcarrier.com/111-newsletter. Without further ado, let's get right into my 3 takeaways from Jazz Takar, and I do have a 4th bonus takeaway today as well. Takeaway number 1 is putting the reps in with your brain. I loved the story that he talked about when he was young. His father was a little bit insecure about his accent, and so when they would go out to eat, and especially go to McDonald's, his father wouldn't order for him, where a lot of parents would order for their child. He made him, as a 7-year-old, go up there and order what he wanted to eat. And he talked about how that was so important in him building confidence in himself to go out and speak to individuals. He also had a paper route when he was young, and he built confidence in himself to knock on doors and talk to people, whereas other people who are also 7-year-old like him didn't have the confidence to have their own paper route. And he just talks about confidence comes from experience. So you have to put in your reps, and he's taking action on that with his own children, and he's making them call and order pizza. He's making them call and order Uber Eats rather than him doing it himself. So confidence comes from experience, so make sure that you put in the reps in order to build that confidence. Takeaway number 2 is accept your version of success. You guys hear me talk about this all the time, but it was so apparent during this episode that I had to take it as another takeaway from here, because he talked about how an example with his brother. His brother loves spending 5 hours a day with his kids. One of his brother's favorite things to do is mowing the lawn and holding a beer when he does so every single week, and he just loves doing that. Whereas Jazz is the kind of person who likes to work 13, 14 hours a day because he sees those things as a hobby. And his brother is like, why do you do that? Like, how is that fun for you? But it is fun for him. But that's okay, because that's his version of success. And he talks about how sometimes going on vacation with his family feels like work, because he's not around his kids as often. And so he has to be a little bit more of a dad. So it might feel like a little bit more like work. So it's all about accepting your version of success, because everyone is unique in their own way, and the world deserves to see your uniqueness, not your interpretation of somebody else's uniqueness. Accept your version of a success, magnify your uniqueness, and reveal that to the world. Takeaway number 3 is go into relationships with the mindset of giving. I absolutely love this takeaway, probably my favorite one, because I asked him, your superpower, Jazz, is connecting with other people. He kind of stated that, but it was also revealed to me in the podcast with him. I felt an immediate connection. The moment he hopped on the podcast, he had this huge smile, and I was like, this is my guy right here. And so I was like, if your superpower is connecting with other individuals, what advice would you give to other people in order to connect with anybody if they're struggling in a relationship with their significant other, with a boss, with a coworker, whatever it is? How can you connect with them? And he said, go in with the mindset of giving. So many people go into relationships with a transactional mindset of like, okay, if I can give you something, what can you give me in return? And you don't want to go in with that transactional mindset. You just want to go in with the mindset of giving to them, and then just have faith and know and that if nothing comes to you in return, then so be it. Who cares? You gave to that other person and you brightened that other person's day. But most of the time, things will end up coming back to you if you go in with the mindset of giving. And then my 4th bonus takeaway is take a leap of faith. He talked about how that's kind of the commonality of everybody that he's interviewing, is everybody has to take a leap of faith, because everybody is scared to do something until they actually do it. And then once you do something you're scared to do and you take that leap of faith, you can start building that muscle into other areas that you're scared in. And it becomes maybe slightly easier time after time. And so it's all about removing the friction and getting out of your own way. And I'll kind of end this takeaway with a quote that he said. It's actually selfish if you are not becoming your best you, because you're not allowing other people to feel better about themselves. And you're not becoming your best you if you're not taking a leap of faith and going into things that you're scared of. So again, guys, my 4 takeaways. Number 1, putting in the reps with your brain. Confidence comes from experience, so make sure that you put in reps to gain that experience. Takeaway 2 was accept your version of success, because everyone has their own uniqueness. Don't adopt somebody else's uniqueness, adopt your own and magnify that and go all in on that. Takeaway number 3 was go into relationships with the mindset of giving. Don't go in with the transactional mindset of needing something in return. And number 4 was take a leap of faith. Remove the friction, get out of your own way, find a way to build the confidence to go into that thing that you're scared of, because everybody deserves to see the upgraded version of yourself come outside of that thing that you're scared of. I hope you guys enjoyed these 4 takeaways. I hope you enjoyed the Jazz Tackar interview this past Monday. It was awesome, super energetic, super positive. You guys got to go back and listen to that one to light you up. And you need to make sure you also subscribe to my Monday Motivation Trio 111 newsletter at nickcarrier.com/111-newsletter. These takeaways, the things that you're going to get in my Monday Motivation Trio, are the things that are going to allow you every single day to get closer and closer to your best you.